This is Henry McCarney. He is
the McCarneyak's Wog.
Yes.
You didn't know that?
No, I never heard that before.
Yeah, this has always been the McCarneyak's Wog.
McCarneyak's Wog.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me what you got.
The big mob of evil sons boys with shooters, and 3 big shooters in the back. They're all the same no matter what they look like, except for him. He's a knob with the boss. They're backed up by a mob of Gretchen that goes from there to there.
Holy crap. Okay.
There's 30 of them too, with 3 runt herds by law. Battle wagon with the death roller and armor plates and 10 knobs, well 9 knobs, one and a pain boy. They're hard, and they traded up to the Scorcha upgrade. I like that. 6 mega knobs with the Scorcha upgrade and Gaskell. I think when I changed over to fight bugs, this came to 23 or 27. I forget, I'd have to add it up again. Real basic boys.
Okay. Is that a flamer up front?
Big shooters.
Big shooters, okay.
Here and there.
And then these guys all have flamers in the vehicle?
The Scorches.
Scorches.
As opposed to burners. Scorches are a little better than burners.
Alrighty.
So here I have a Tervigan with toxin sacs, adrenal glands, extra psi power. Tervigan, same deal. Here I have a little cluster of monstrous creatures in my hive guard. It's a Tyrannifex that has the big strength 10 gun, and then I have 2 hive tyrants. Each of them have a twin link devourer and a lash whip and bone sword. I like the old school hive tyrants. I think that's the right size for a hive tyrant, and those are the ones I have. This one is my warlord, and he has old adversary, and then the other one has hive commander, so I can bring in all of this stuff that's off board. And then I've got 2 units of hive guard, and I've got a Doom of Malantai and 2 units of 14 devil gaunts that will come in on a pod, well, on 2 pods.
General information, we're fighting over objectives.
This is Crusade.
×5. We're 3 points each.
Alrighty, let's do it. Holy crap, what is that thing? This.
That's his runt pole.
Oh, alright.
If they can carry 2 different runt weapons. One's a grab-a-stick that denies you an attack.
Nice.
Or the other one is a grot prod, which has some kind of, I think it's a poison attack on you or something. Or
Okay.
I forget what it does. I always go with the... I figure for 10 points it's a way to deprive a powerful character of an attack.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I use it for. And you have to take 1 for every 10 Gretchen you get.
So, all of the weapons from here and
there.
Fired here and managed to inflict 3 wounds, no armor saves.
And I don't have anything else in range.
Alright.
So...
Meanwhile, over here we have a semi-apocalypse game.
No, this is wrong. Don't film the orcs fighting. You know it's forbidden, by the way.
What? You think it steals their souls? Sucker. Orcs don't have souls.
You know what?
Alright, so while Henry's going to get pizza, let's talk strategy. This guy's over here to try to generate some gaunts to deal with some of these guys and claim that objective. It's also just to keep him honest, so he has a flank over here. Over here, he's obviously around to try to deal with the big tanks, as are these, although they'll be less successful. They'll all move up. They have this guy who has Old Adversary right there, so I'll be re-rolling ones, which is awesome, especially for these, which tend to only miss one shot then, and always get their wounds. 1 in 36 of not getting their wounds against most targets. This guy I'm just trying to keep alive so I can get the +1 for reserve rolls, because I'd like to get all 3 of my units in on turn 2. And then this one is here to claim this objective and then to come up on this flank into those orcs. So he does have his shield, whatever the orcs call their little shield generator, position where pretty much everything has a shield save this turn, and I really don't have anything to pick it off with. Not too worried about it. Turn 2 is when I'll get a lot of shots from my incoming Devil Gaunts, and the Doom, of course, in the middle of that is likewise going to have a ton of things within 6 inches, assuming I don't get a horrible scatter. Okay. So this one spawned 13 and is out. This one spawned 12 and is out. And the rest of these just moved up to try to get some shots on various things. So the Hive Guard and the Tyranids fired at the vehicle. They took 3 glances, well, 1 pin from the Hive Guard, and then the Tyranids finished it off. He only got the shield save against the Tyranids because these guys ignore cover. And now all the knobs are getting out. So these all have flame templates, combo weapons.
Shoot a flame of combi weapons and an axe.
And then they have an orderly with them, who's this guy carrying a wounded orc.
And they're
I think they're carrying him for lunch. I don't think they actually repair him.
He actually has a name, that's Doc Erdy Pokey.
Okay. These bugs fire into this unit, kill about, I don't know, 5 of them, maybe 4. 4 of them. And then over here, he fires a template at max range, kills 1 orc. This boy's unit has moved forward. Evil Sons. What makes an evil son an evil son?
I don't know. Is this a joke?
No, I'm just curious. I mean, what is the evil son's claim to glory? What distinguishes them as orcs?
Their most common distinguishing is they provide the best mechaniacs, and therefore the fastest speed freaks.
Okay.
And that really played out more in the initial versions of the game, but doesn't. So I started with Evil Sons. So that's an Evil Sons battle wagon, and all of my initial knobs and everything were Evil Sons, because you got more mech boys out of them.
These are snake bites?
These are snake bites. They are the feral, savage, wild American Indian kind of orcs. So most of them, they're kind of neat conversions. I took 40k orc boys and Warhammer savage orc boys and put them together to make snakebite boys.
They're gonna die anyway. Might as well die because you have no signups. No, it's only on my turn. Okay, but I killed stuff.
And those drop pod things are going to have the same negative effect. If they land on anything else, bad things can happen.
No, Tyranid drop pods have no chance of mishap, so they just go back towards where their origin point was.
No, stop it!
So he's moved up, he spread out the Gretchen and back to deny much of an area for the Doom of Malantide to land in. So far, this thing has not made an armor save.
No, it hasn't. It's failed every one. And it's got
It's molted just before the battle. Bad choice.
So initiative 3.
Okay, so 6 wounds done to him, not a single one saved. He has blown up. He did 12 wounds to this unit, and it's about to evaporate. Outside of the destruction of the flank over here, nothing else happened for shooting. Time for Tyranid reinforcements. So the purple is the Doom of Malantai coming in on a 2, does, and the 2 drop pods with Devil Gaunts. No, one of them does not, so 2 of the pods come down. Orks have advanced up. Tyranids has moved to get close to the knobs. These guys moved up to the side to get side shots onto that vehicle, the remaining battle wagon. Hive Tyrants moved up. Pod dropped here, let out a whole bunch of Devil Gaunts. These guys moved up to hold this objective. What else are they going to do? And the Doom is back here, where hopefully he'll do lots of damage, or perhaps just die. Okay, so the Doom's Cataclysm takes out the mech pull unit?
those are Ludas.
Ludas, okay.
There's one of them left.
One of them left. Leadership.
He's stupid.
There's no 8014 virus that exists. Doom goes off.
And did one more glancing hit to the back of the battle wagon. Battle wagon is still up though. Shot up this unit pretty well with the pod, the Turvigan, and the Termagants, Devil Gaunts. And then these guys put 2 more wounds onto the side of that. Well, actually some from the side, some from the front. He killed a couple of knobs, failed to hit the battle wagon. And that is it. Tyranid, Hive Tyrants, they shot into the knobs unit and killed a few. The question is do they want to charge? And the answer is they probably cannot. Battle wagons come up and death rolled. He made his leadership test, so he only took a d6. He only... Oh, okay, you're stopping right where he was. Yeah. Right. Well, I get to move him that way.
I was hoping you wouldn't think of that.
Yeah. And he took 1 wound. So these have fired here and killed 7 Gaunts. So these circled up and fired at the Doom, inflicting just 1 wound though. And they were assisted by these guys on the other side of the runes.
This is per unit that gets wiped. That's under decked out like they are.
So these have charged the Doom.
Yeah.
These guys failed to charge the Doom.
Hell no.
They're no fools. And then these guys, these knobs, charged into the Hive Guard, losing 1 on the way in. These guys had charged into a unit of Hive Guard and wiped them out. Over here, the combat result is 1 dead Ork and 5 wounds to the Doom of Malantai. And that should be the end of the Ork turn. Let's see if the other pod comes in on a 2. Yes. Alright, these guys have dropped in behind. They're basic.
Right in the middle, what are you talking about?
Okay, they have dropped in behind the 1 vehicle, but yeah, these guys are tied up, they're far away, and those guys are going to get the crap shot out of them. So the goal here is to not let his mega armored knobs get out of the vehicle that's about to be destroyed. Okay, they have surrounded the vehicle. Can they destroy it?
No.
Yes.
Don't die in a hole, you blue thing.
And then these guys all moved up a little bit. These guys ran back, and the Doom is still locked up in combat.
I'm really sad I can't.
Let's pause for a second to discuss the tactic I'm about to employ on Henry's mega-armored knobs, which are inside of that battle wagon. Vehicles are generally a pain for Tyranids because they act as a blade of armor for enemy troops, allowing full enemy squads to get to where they want to go and near total safety from most Tyranid weapons. We're also just jealous because we don't get vehicles. However, transports do have a weakness in that disembarking troops have to be placed next to the vehicle before moving, one at a time, and have to follow all the normal rules about staying 1 inch away from enemies and not being able to move through friendly models. Even better, when the vehicle is wrecked, they can only move 3 inches, not their normal 6 inches. Models that cannot be placed out of a wrecked vehicle just die. Serves them right. So in this case, I'm pretty certain I can destroy that vehicle this turn. It only has 1 hull point left. So I've dropped my pod of Devil Gaunts right behind the tank. They deploy up to 6 inches away from the pod, and so they've surrounded the back half of the vehicle. The 3 monstrous creatures have filled up the front, leaving only a small area that is filled with hard knobs to the right. No model getting out of that vehicle can move through the knobs, and there's nowhere else to go with the 3-inch movement after deploying. So, once the space between those knobs and the battle wagon is filled up, everything else dies. In this case, Henry lost 4 mega armored knobs without me having to fire a shot at them.
This shot into the side of the tank. It did destroy it, the battle wagon. Only a few of the knobs, mega knobs, could get out. Ghazghkull got out. The Hive Tyrants shot into it. One of them charged. Ended up dying to Ghazghkull. We got everything to hit and a wound, and that was it. Over here, a lot of stuff fired into this Ork unit, which is now running. And over here, there's a challenge going on now in that fight, and they're just going to hang out probably. And
that challenge was a mistake. Shouldn't have accepted it, because now I can't fight that guy with all of my numbers.
Yeah.
That was not the right choice. But they're Orks.
They're not known for their good choices. Alright. So these are conga lining around to try to get to that objective. These did recover their morale. And that's about all he's got to move. Their snapshots actually got lucky and killed off these, and the Gretchen also did an amazingly good job of killing a drop pod. Okay, and the Mega Armored Knobs have ganged up onto this unfortunate unit of Gaunts. And they have wiped out that unit of Termagants and gone to hide in the building a little bit. These have shifted up over this way to try to help deny this. These have moved forward this way to try to kill that unit and maybe reclaim that, or reclaim it for the first time. And these backed up just basically to, I don't know, get away. These killed all but one of them. This moved over, claimed that objective. They utterly failed to charge. This killed the knob out of that unit. And he's now moving to claim that objective. These continue conga lining back towards this objective.
They really just don't have a clue.
But they are sure they don't like the look of that. Okay, this unit got shot up. It's down to 1 person left. And the Doom took 4 more wounds, inflicted none in return. There's a question as to whether things can go up above leadership 10. I can't find anything that says they can't, so right now the Doom is not going to be very effective. But that's alright, he's about to get help. He iron-armed himself for another 3. He did take a perilous attack from it though, and this has moved up to try to charge them. He did not get his psi off. He rolled an 11, so that's unfortunate. It means he's completely at the mercy of the dice for charging. And that's about it. This guy ran off to make sure that someone stays in that deployment zone. He drives off the Gretchen squad, and these guys team up to do a decent amount of damage to them, but they pass their morale test with flying colors. At this point, I've got that objective. No one else holds an objective. This one is contested.
I hold the one in the center.
Is that a troop unit?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I have Linebreaker and First Blood, and he killed my Warlord. So right now...
Ghazghkull makes that a troop unit.
Okay.
So at this point, the score is 5-4. Henry has decided to surrender, although the game would have continued. Just his position and the number of troops available to him just wouldn't allow him to take more than the one objective that he has, and to remove me, he would have to move off of that objective, and it would still not be a certain thing for him to kill any of the remaining troop units that I have. So it was a great game, and Henry's just got an awesome army. He's been doing conversions and painting for decades, and it really shows. He's still figuring out what he wants to do with his army for 6th edition. He's got a lot of models to choose from, and he's trying a lot of different things out, so there'll be some more battle reports up in the near future featuring Henry's Orks and my bugs and maybe some other people's troops. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned.